Hi, my name's Ari Simmons, Community Energy Specialist for South Sound Solar, and welcome to Solar Lifestyles. Today, we're meeting with Nathan and Casey Allen, homeowners and innkeepers of the amazing Swantown Inn Spa located in the beautiful East Side neighborhood of Olympia, Washington. I was fortunate enough to work with them to help secure a USDA Rural Energy for America program grant to get solar up on their roof, and today we're going to learn a little bit more about them and their amazing business. Let's go check it out. Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Well, this is cool. I didn't realize you had a coffee stand.
Yeah, it's our newest addition. So we worked with Olympia coffee roasters and went through their training. It's actually one of their old training machines that we purchased from them. And we opened recently doing espresso and some small bites.
Cool.
Can I offer you a coffee?
I would love a coffee. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I just made this one.
Delicious. Cheers.
So this is the ballroom that we added on in 2017. We worked with a local building company and added it on for our weddings and events. Hasn't gotten a lot of use in the last year, but it's slowly coming back. We're hopeful that this year will be a good year.
Hello again.
Hello again. Welcome to the historic part of the inn.
Wow, this is absolutely beautiful.
So the original house was built in 1887 by Mr. White, who is, his photo is there at the top of the stairs. Let me take you upstairs and I'll show you our guest rooms.
Oh, great.
So we have 4 guest rooms on the second level, and this is our largest one. Originally, it would have been the master suite for the house. We call it the Astoria room. And all of our rooms have king-size beds. And then this one has the largest bathroom with the 2-person jetted tub.
Wow.
Always very popular.
I guarantee I'd be soaking in it if I was staying here.
This is our Deschutes room. So another thing you'll notice that all of our guest rooms have king-size beds. It's like that little extra bit of luxury. Not everyone can have a king-size bed, like room-wise, and we had the ability to do it, so we decided all the beds would be king-size. And then this bathroom is smaller and would have been a walk-through closet between this room and the room that's on the other side of the.
I see.
So, but they were able to use that space
That's beautiful.
to put in the bathrooms. And then its bathroom is across the hall and has the original fixtures from the house. So it has the foot soak tub and clawfoot tub with the rain shower, and then the original toilet from the house as well. So these were originally located in the only bathroom from the original house, which is now our personal bathroom. And they were downstairs off of the kitchen. And then they were moved up here by the previous owners. So downstairs, these are, again, original parts of the inn. So we have dual parlors. We use this one as our sitting room, where I think we'll sit down and have our interview here in a few minutes. And then the other parlor that we have back here normally doesn't have tables in it. But because of the pandemic, we can't all sit in the dining room, all of our guests, so we've set up some extra tables just so we can keep everyone socially distant and safe.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then this is the dining room where we used to serve breakfast for all of our overnight guests. But again, we have set up just for 4 instead of 8. And we do breakfast for our overnight guests every morning. We do a 3-course breakfast. And then if you're staying multiple nights, we always swap between a sweet breakfast and a savory breakfast. And you'll get something different every day. So when I met Nathan and we decided we wanted to do a bed and breakfast, I thought that would be a good way to incorporate my love for cooking, because I could do something different. There's not a set menu. It can always change. I like to experiment. I like to use things from our garden. We try and grow a lot of, we have apple trees, pear trees. We even have a peach, and growing our own berries and some of our own vegetables.
Casey, Nathan, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today to talk about your business and talk about how solar and sustainability have been integrated into your business and lifestyle. Let's talk a little bit about the USDA REAP grant and working with Swantown Solar to get that grant.
Yeah, so working with Carlotta at the USDA and yourself, who helped do all the paperwork, which was amazing. It was really refreshing to see that there was a grant we could actually apply for, and we actually got it. Basically, it's paying for like 25% of the install. And working with you and Kirk too, because we had to do a energy audit. You know, we were able to expand this house, double its footprint, and not increase our power bill significantly.
And that was before adding on the solar panels.
Yeah, I absolutely love that Swantown Solar actually takes the time to meet with people, gets to know the property, and really understands what's happening electrical wise in each property, so that we're able to properly assess how much solar is able to go on a building and how much energy you'll actually save. And all of that is transparent and to the benefit of the homeowner or business owner. So I'm really happy that your experience with Swantown Solar was impactful and successful.
I believe Carlotta was even more excited than we were that we got it. It's like, but it's a shame too, because we've had that discussion that it's one of those things that you don't learn about. No one's sending you a flyer, hey, you're building an expansion and making your inn more efficient, you should apply for this grant. If we had have known she'd existed 3 years ago, we could have probably got we could have got a lot of money to help us with things that we knew we wanted to do. Like, we have more energy efficient heating and cooling, we have underfloor heating in the suite. All these things are really energy efficient things that we could have got grant money for, but we just didn't know it existed. But we've also almost done everything we want to do from that sort of efficiency viewpoint. Yes, we've done it so we can say to our guests, hey, you're staying in a green inn. Even though it's historic and old, it has updated systems.
Why is solar an important investment for your business and for your home, and how has it sort of changed the conversation even with your children or with guests in terms of making people knowledgeable about it?
Because I think people, especially in Washington, are looking for people that are, or businesses that are greener, that stand out from others. It's just like, from a perspective that this is our home too, it's setting an example for our kids that it is possible to have all the nice things in life and maybe not rely on the grid and the system as much. We also, like, for within our neighborhood, we had noticed more and more panels going up. And when we were talking with Kirk, we actually went and talked to our neighbors and friends that a lot of them have panels. Like, you can go down Central here and there's at least 5 different properties that have a significant amount of panels. Because our inn is so big, it doesn't generate enough power to to do it all, but it's nice to be able to say, like, we have an electric car, and we have electric car charging for our guests, and be able to say, hey, that's coming from the sun, it's not coming from a coal plant, or it's not, the demand isn't coming off the grid.
Yeah, and I just want to sort of revisit the concept of accessibility, because I think that's a really important thing when talking about solar. More and more, we're going to be moving and transitioning to a renewable energy future. Washington State in 2019 passed a law into the legislature saying that we have to be generating 100% renewable energy by 2045. So the transition's happening, and as programs become more existent in Washington to help accommodate that, there will be transitioning funds available. PSE, Puget Sound Energy, has a green power community support program that helps transition nonprofits. The Department of Commerce just came out with a renewable energy grant for really large solar projects that help benefit people in the community. And even though this is one array, it does proliferate out and inspire more and more people to go solar. Olympia Community Solar, which I have been very fortunate to work for as well, is now expanding solar access to business owners and homeowners through community solar units. So more and more options are becoming available, and this array, being a visible entity in the communities, having your guests come in and out, will show people that people can do this, they can make that transition, and that's a really powerful and awesome thing.
Victorian homeowners in particular are very eclectic group of people and some are very much that it must remain historical as it was built and use the traditional things. And so I posted the photo and I said, you know, here's a lovely historic Victorian. I said, with solar panels, can you spot them? Because I took the photo from the front and people were like, it has solar panels? Did you get shingles? And then I posted the backside view with all the solar panels on it. And they're like, that's amazing. And so I actually reached out to people all over the country who were asking me questions about, you know, how much energy is it going to take, and, you know, the efficiencies that we took and loan programs. And I talked about, because they're in other countries or other states, about the REAP grant, and to check with their local USDA office to see if there was grants available, because a lot of them also run businesses out of their homes.
Definitely. And, you know, with that, what advice would you offer another innkeeper or a homeowner or business owner about going solar? And, you know, what ultimately would you say to them when they're saying that they're considering it or that they'd want it?
Well, we've already had friends that reach out to us because we made such a song and dance about it on both our personal and our business Facebook, social media, Instagram, all that sort of thing. And they've asked questions about it, like, is it really going to make sense? And who should I get to do it? Who did you get to do it? And we've talked to a couple of different companies, but South Sound Solar, far beyond just trying to sell you solar, Kirk and like AJ the foreman, that they've all talked about how the system works, why what we got is better than what some of their competitors offer, the quality of the panels, the fact that they're American made is a big deal. The fact that you guys use the micro inverters and how that means if something goes offline through the monitoring we can see, but it doesn't take down the whole system like a whole house inverter would. So that was a big selling point. And I've read up and educated myself on a lot of that stuff now, and it's really, really interesting. You know, it makes you like you look at your roof and go, what else could I do? Where could I stick them and get closer to that net zero that potentially a lot of our neighbors could get to for probably less than the cost we did.
Awesome. So what I'm hearing is you can do it. Take the time and get educated. Call South Sound Solar. Have us come out and look at your property if you're in the Thurston County area. These are all great things. What about if I want to stay at the inn? Can you tell us how to get in contact with you and book a stay?
Well, probably the easiest way, well, two easiest ways, you can go to our website, which is www.swantownin.com, and you can book online, or you can just give us a call at 360-753-9123, and we can book you in.
Awesome. I know when I will be visiting Olympia, I will be staying here for sure. Well, thank you so much, Casey and Nathan, for taking the time to meet with us today and showing us around your amazing home and inn and spa.
Well, thank you for all your help in getting our solar panels.
My pleasure.
Hey Nathan. Yeah. Are the kids still in class? I didn't know which way you went.
I can get them. How do you like it that it's an inn, that we're an inn?
Busy. Busy and a lot of work.
A lot of work? Do you have to do much?
No,
Who does all the work?
you guys.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to get complicated. You want to get complicated and tell them? No?
A year before I was born, my mom actually had two twins who were both boys, called Charlie and Jackson. They died though, so
They were born too early.
They have 5 kids, but 2 are gone.
Yeah.
I really wanted a big brother.
And where do they live now?
Heaven.
Well, or you used to say in your heart. You were the one that told us that before we'd even talked about that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, there. I don't know if you noticed inside there's a whole family photo, and it's got a photo of the twins. Aww. And as part of a thing called the Mara Hope Project, which is someone else that lost a family member, and they take photos of your whole family with a photo of who you've lost. It's a really cool thing.
That's beautiful.
That was a long time ago, because what do you turn this year?
13.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So they shared the same birthday. Lauren shares the same birthday with the twins.
September 3rd.
We've had laser tag fights in the whole inn when there were no guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
One
that?
time I
wanna come to
hid
laser
it
tag night.
upstairs in the attic in the spa shower, and my dad hit me through the glass.
I know, same.
I didn't know he could do that. I was like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
And then I got you
And-
guys as you were coming down the stairs through the transom windows.
Nice. Stealthy.
Yeah, it was grown-ups against kids, and kids lost.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you again.
Take care.